Day 14 of the government shutdown and only 3 days before the nation hits the debt ceiling. Both the House and the Senate worked through the weekend, but another came into session before noon today, even as the clock ticks. A rough outline of the preliminary deal would extend the nation's borrowing limit through mid-January and reopen the government with some minor changes to the Affordable Care Act. KXLY4 is working for you tonight. Aaron Luna shows us how the shutdown is affecting veterans on the GI Bill and cutting money for ROTC cadets.
Nadine, maybe one of the biggest worries for vets who are back in school on the GI Bill is that check they get each semester to pay for school, but probably more so the money they get month to month to help pay for rent. And with the government shutdown, those rent checks could be late, which means their rent would be late, and possibly they could be out on the street.
Eastern Washington University is the campus for nearly 600 vets on the GI Bill. Veterans who've earned the right to a college degree by serving our country.
If they don't get the budget issues worked out, then I won't have the basic allowance for housing, which is $1,077 for this area. Marine
veteran James Duncan has his rent paid till December, but for many veterans, rent comes month to month.
A housing allowance is a big deal, and there's not a lot we as Eastern can do to help that.
Dave Millay with EWU's Veteran Services says they're writing letters to landlords asking for leniency, a grace period if the money doesn't show up.
Actually, my landlord is really cool, but not everybody has a cool landlord like I do. So
the school is also waiving fees for veterans waiting for a tuition check.
So if we've got students who haven't paid, they'd be placed on a hold status, but we're going to lift all that so they can go ahead and register.
However, right now it's only an assumption that GI Bill benefits will be paid retroactively.
Their Facebook's been stopped, their blog's stopped, so we're not getting a lot of good information. So I have not seen that written anywhere.
Gonzaga ROTC, Lieutenant Colonel Bingham, may I help you?
At Gonzaga University, cadets in the ROTC program have stopped receiving monthly stipends, usually $250 to $500 a month, used for anything from cell phone bills to gas money. But maybe the biggest concern is the annual Ranger Challenge.
We've been able to win it the last 19 out of the last 20 years, and I'd hate to have kind of a little asterisk on.
Lieutenant Colonel David Bingham says the shutdown has almost all training on hold, and at least for now, their winning streak.
Now, cadets were supposed to be qualified on the M16 rifle this week. Those were the cadets at GU. However, with the government shutdown, they can't use any federal vehicles, and they have to have federal vehicles to transport ammunition. Also, since they're not sure if a stipend for those cadets is considered military pay, they might not get that retroactively. Reporting live in Spokane, Aaron Luna, KXLY4 News.